Yo. Sorry for not posting in a while. I just rather prefer short videos than long videos most of the time, as I get bored really quickly while doing long videos. Anyway, I now have a Discord server, links in description and bio if you want to join. Now let's get on with the video. You saw the title, Lucy vs One Piece. Let's get into it. I am going to try my best to scale both sides while also attending to their feats or hacks abilities. Since I scale Fairy Tail a lot, I'll start off with One Piece. Since this is a different type of video compared to my other ones, I will do the topics in a different order with feats then. Luffy's best AP feat would be his big fist at Onishigama. Some people have already calculated the size of the fist, and due to how big the One Piece verse actually is, you could say this fist is multi-continental, and if you take hockey multipliers with a Gatling version of this attack, then you can easily get Luffy to large planetary, but that's assuming he has enough strength to be able to pull off a Gatling version. And now for the speed scale, but first let me get one thing straight: reaction speed does not equal travel speed. And yes, I know that there are characters probably faster than Luffy in One Piece, but it's mainly cause they scale off Luffy's speed feats, which is why I'm only going to mention Luffy's speed feats and probably some of the other Straw Hats. To be honest, I'm gonna rush the speed scale for Luffy since people talk about his speed more than his actual strength. There are many light speed reactions early on in the One Piece series, and then when you add on their form multipliers, you could easily get them high into faster than light, maybe even millions faster than light. Oh, and for travel speed it's pretty inconsistent, as this Kazara statement indirectly implied that Luffy only reached the speed of light travel speed at that point in time. So it'll just leave Luffy at FTL travel speed and MFTL reaction speed with large planetary AP and durability. Everyone else in the verse either falls within this same tier or below, but not above. There are some arguments for getting the verse higher, but like I said, I'll only address them later. So now on to Luffy's hacks.
Luffy's hacks would be Future Sight, Supreme King Haki, and for the best, most lovely part,
Toon Force. Oh, how much I love talking about Toon Force. It's such a fun topic when you're just trying to debate, and the person you're debating keeps talking about how that wouldn't work on Luffy because of fucking Toon Force. Like they will deadass look you in the eye and say something like Luffy Toon Force is not counterable because as long as Luffy imagines anything he can do it.
And just to clear it up, there are levels to Toon Force, which are measured by how strong the character is without Toon Force. If your character is only like wall level, they won't be able to erase a whole universe or survive solar system level attacks using Toon Force. Their Toon Force would just help them not be affected by someone in the same tier of power as them. So in this case, another wall character won't be able to affect you.
Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, time to scale Lucy now.
Lucy Heartfilia AP, durability, and speed feats. Lucy is honestly gonna be much easier to scale as her feats are more straightforward. For AP, she beat Jackal, who scales to Altair, who is easily high universal. Well, Altair is actually supposed to be multiversal since she can create infinite timelines. This would also be consistent since they both above Ether Ion in power, and Ether Ion transcends time and space. But no worries, high universal is more than enough. Her speed scaling is irrelevant as the celestial beings move through dimensional borders to get to Earthland, making their speed immeasurable, and Lucy basically uses their magic/stats when using their star dress. But if I had to scale Lucy actual speed, it would still be FTL to MFTL due to her speed being comparable to Racer, who speed blitzed teleportation. Now for the conclusion of where Lucy scales.
Yo, I just jumped the band director. I got a brand new saxophone.
So for the first argument for meta One Piece, we have Blackbeard, and it's apparently because his gravity has infinite power on a 3D scale. I mean, I don't really see how this even needs a debunk. It's just a hyperbole given his personality and the fact that when he demonstrated its power, it failed to completely vaporize wood. The next one would be High Universal Mont Dior. Yeah, this has to be satire. The One Piece scaling fandom is probably just a bunch of rage bait at this point. I pray that they aren't actually being serious on this take, because at that point they're just cooked in life when it comes to general baseline IQ. Apparently he creates an infinite universe. Hopefully we both seeing the same was actually going to talk about Lucy hacks and how she got merxiphobia so she can basically drown half of the verse, but honestly no need. Lucy is overkill for the verse as she is actually multiversal based off her scaling to Altair, but I lowballed her to high universal. Hopefully One Piece characters in the future get above large planetary so the power scaling part of the fandom can actually have something to work with.